Hey there YouTube, what's going on? My name is Leo. Welcome to my YouTube channel 729 Design and Prints. For those of you that are new here, this is going to be my first ever kind of long format video where I go over my Bambu Lab A1 and AMS Lite combo unboxing. I go over everything since it got through my door to me getting it set up and doing my first ever 3D print on it as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to go straight into it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to have a whole bunch of videos on 3D printing. So without further ado, let's get it started. Okay, so jumping straight into the video. Right now, what you're seeing on screen is me basically going through my two boxes that arrived when I ordered my Bambu Lab A1 3D printer combo. The first box basically had some goodies I bought, so additional hot ends and also like a second smooth plate. The Bambu Lab A1 only comes with a textured plate. Here I'm basically then unboxing the printer itself and the AMS Lite. It really is really simple to get out of the box. The packaging material is superb quality in my opinion. Everything was tightly packaged. Everything looked like it was very much protected during the transit. Here you can basically see the printer itself, the lower portion of it. I'm now bringing out the little rollers for the AMS Lite. Quite a few things in the box really, but nothing too crazy. Again, I kind of mentioned this on one of my previous posts. This took me about an hour and a half to install. Again, I'm a complete 3D printing noob, so I was not in any way, shape, or form informed on what I was doing except for the instructions. They provided instructions from Bambu Lab. Again, I'm a printing noob, or at least I guess I was back then. Now I have a few months, a couple months under my belt, I guess. So a few screws have to go under the unit itself. These, I believe, were only 4, as you can tell right here. And those, there was screws I had to remove from the printer so I could get the bed loose. I just installed the texture plate, as you can see right there. And now the following instruction is to put on top of the, I don't know what you would call that, I guess where the extruder is. Again, really simple. Now I'm cutting some tie wraps that have everything kind of hold everything together. I was extra careful to not damage the aluminum finish on the product, on the printer itself. I used just a regular kind of knife I used for unboxing some things. Again, the build quality felt amazing during all my unboxing. It really feels like a premium product. I guess Bambu Lab is kind of a premium product. I know it's kind of it's been said that it's kind of the Apple of the 3D printer world, and I kind of agree with that. Right here I am getting some screws in where there are some green circles. So Bambu Lab has everything really simple for you. You can basically just follow the instructions and everything is polka yoke, so it's very hard to, I guess, make a mistake. You just need to put screws where the green circles are. You need to roll the bed forward and then you need to roll the bed back. Here I'm installing the screws for the back portion. I guess technically the front portion, I'm sorry, I had those mixed up. And then finally you have to install this plastic piece on top. Yep, so then you have to grab the printer and you have to kind of place it on its back in a way, because now the next step was to connect all the necessary wires. And again, everything is labeled, very simple. It's color coded. Even the ports in which you're inserting the cables are color coded, so it's very hard to make a mistake. And then there's a screw that needs to go in there, so you kind of hold a Type C that I believe powers a few of the things. I think it's the screen, the extruder, and all that. So everything's color coded. Everything's very simple to follow. Here, I think I was installing a little crapshoot thing where the printer basically primes whenever it's getting ready to switch colors or it's getting ready to do the first print, it kind of primes what's going to extrude. So it's like a little crapshoot. I don't know what to call that either. This is the AMS Lite. It's very easy to get that set up. Again, only a couple screws that need to go into the unit itself, and then you start placing these little knobs in. They're color coded as well. They cannot go in any way you want. They go in a particular way, but with the instructions and the color coding, it's very simple to follow. Again, I feel like I've said simple so many times, but it really was a very streamlined, easy, straightforward process. You just saw me install the tubing for PTF tubing, I think is what it's called, for the filament to my AMS Lite and the printer itself. Here I am connecting the AMS Lite to the printer, turning on the printer. First things first, you need to get some of that setup done. The printer does a whole bunch of different calibrations, vibration, sound for the belt and whatnot, and it does all this automatically, right? So you just turn it on and it starts doing its thing. I forgot to before starting the test to get this little cable here tied up, so you're gonna see me struggle with it a little bit. First I used like a little tie wrap, and then I actually got it to use one of the included clips that hold all four of the PTF tubes and that cable. Here the printer is again running some tests. I think they take about 15 to 20 minutes. I can't really remember. I think you can see that on the screen. I believe it was about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes for the tests. It really is very fast, and once it's done, it'll just tell you calibration is complete. I haven't had much experience with other printers, only a couple, and I gotta say the setup for this was much easier than I remember for other printers that I've kind of either seen get set up on YouTube, and I even helped out set up one, a Prusa one, quite a few years back. So I was very surprised again with how simple really the setup process is. The touchscreen is great. Colors are vibrant. I believe it's an IPS panel too. So again, for the size and the overall price of this printer, the screen is awesome. Not gonna lie. Here the printer is doing again some calibration work. I feel like it's something that if you're desperate to kind of get printing, it's kind of, oh man, I want this to get done. But I can tell you by experience, I was literally in front of the printer the whole time, just looking at it do its thing. So call me crazy. Here, I am you're gonna see me struggle, and I kind of laugh because it was funny. I was struggling a lot with getting the filament in the tubes, PTF tubes, and it's because, again, I didn't have much experience with 3D printing, and in my previous experiences, I had to manually feed the filament to I don't know what you call that, like the little gear that pushes that forward. I'm sorry if you're into 3D printing and I'm either not pronouncing correctly or not saying the correct terms, but anyways, I was struggling big time with getting this filament in my AMS Lite, and I think it took me, it's kind of embarrassing, I think it took me over 15 minutes to kind of figure it out until finally I was able to. I think what I ended up doing here by mistake was just telling the printer it had the external spool and not to use the AMS Lite, and that was my bad. However, at that point, I think right now I got it set up. Now I'm just gonna do my benchy. That was my first print on this printer, and I wanted to do that on purpose. So what you're gonna see on screen here is I guess like a quick time lapse of the printer doing the included benchy on that SD card that comes straight out of the printer. So that starts right now. Yeah, there you go. I guess without having to do much of anything really, the overall result of the benchy, I was really happy with it. I feel like for the speed, I was very surprised with the speed. That's another thing. I'd never seen a printer do what this did in the time that it did. So again, it's all very new to me, but very happy with the result in the end. It's just about to get done here. I think there's a little take here that I did some zoom in, which was really cool. Yeah, right there. So that was basically it. It took me, once again, guys, about an hour and a half to get this installed. Very simple overall. I highly recommend you check out the Bambu Lab A1 with the AMS Lite combo. I think it's $49 still in their store. I feel like it's a complete steal for the price and what you're getting. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Again, this is a very new channel to me. I am still doing I guess some brainstorming on ideas that I would like to get done on the channel itself. So if you're into 3D printing, if you're into 3D prints, design, I'm no expert by any means, but I guess I'm just starting out. But I'm very eager to learn, and it's been a lot of fun, really. All this, I guess, couple of months of my journey in 3D printing. I'm going to be documenting that in future videos. So stay tuned for that. Again, I appreciate the support. Please leave any questions you have down in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer those, and I'll be happy to. Again, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.